Hi, my name is Chen Yang. I was born and raised in Yunnan, China, where large ethnic minority groups inhabit, and I myself is a member of ethnic minority as well. I have been worked for an NGO as a project officer, tasked with community mobilization and awareness raised on health issues for 3 years. Now, I am pondering the idea of setting up a tripartite English teaching program which would bring together the local government, business enterprises, and university volunteers to help address the urban-rural disparity in education, especially in terms of teacher shortage in mountains, inaccessible and remote areas, those who are keen on learning and broadening their mindset and world perception. To make this idea work, live streaming technology is a key. Accompanying China's rise on the world stage in recent years, the entire Chinese society attaches high importance to English study more than ever. English language prepares children to become worldwide persons in various fields through English language is seen as a key for unlocking development opportunities and accessing crucial information worldwide. But the facts about the social and economic imbalanced development and educational disparities between rural and urban areas in China. The educational gaps exist between rural and urban areas include educational attainment, student-teacher ratios, teacher professional development, and allocation of educational resources. For left-behind children in China rural area, who still do not have access to education, it is notable because of persisting inequality and marginalization. Children do not have access to basic education because of inequalities that originate in sex, health, and cultural identity. These children find themselves on the margins of the education system and do not benefit from learning that is vital to their intellectual and social development. Rural poverty-stricken and ethnic minority groups' children that not facilitate quality English learning that they need for getting into higher education. But education shouldn't be an inaccessible luxury. It should be a human right. So, live streaming English teaching program, which is designed to help underprivileged children and young adults in remote rural areas of Yunnan. Live streaming is great to grow the audience and its cost effectiveness. The mainstream technology used to deliver connected computers and mobile devices over the internet is widely popular. The program is planned to work with university volunteers, local rural schools, township education bureau, community centers, and local charities, who will connect in supporting this sustainable long-term literacy program. Qualified volunteer teachers will be recruiting, training, and utilizing from local college community. Volunteers will offer English teaching service such as spelling, pronunciation, grammar, and conversational English with live streaming over network. Work alongside university volunteers and project partners in rural schools to help improve teaching standards and help with local less advantaged children to get equal education that they deserve and to reach their full potential. Live streaming insulates us from living arrangements, meals, transfers, and transport to local volunteers or even international volunteers. Volunteers can focus on their task at hand. Volunteers can spend their evenings and weekends doing the classes. The teaching experience will hone volunteers' skills with invaluable hands-on experience will help to advance their career and inspire deeper personal growth.
Many primary schools in remote rural areas are lacking equipment and qualified personnel. Teaching methods in primary schools or lower secondary schools are still very traditional, which does not encourage the active involvement of students. For me, I'd prefer other teaching methods like music videos, movie trailers, news, and inspiring talks and turns them into personalized language lessons, songs, and stories to help improve students' listening skills as well. Doing live streaming while still in school can also help me decide if it is something I want to pursue after graduation or if it is simply a once in a lifetime experience that one can't do without.
Rural Chinese children have a significant delay in their cognitive development compared with their urban counterparts. Cognitive delays could mean China's future labor force won't be able to do the jobs of tomorrow. When more innovation jobs and requires high-skilled labor, hundreds of millions of labor workers will not be able to participate in the economy. We are going to face an invisible problem. I know that in Yunnan, where large ethnic minority groups inhabit, most of children were left behind. They were not cared for by their mothers, but by relatives, often grandparents, because of the tendency for rural parents to migrate to cities in search of better-paying jobs. Rural children deserve an equal shot at education. I think live streaming teaching can be an answer to fill the gap.